Let's talk about how to disarm your prospects. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. Today, we're going to be talking about disarming your prospective customers, clients, and anyone that you're looking to disarm and to take you seriously, to listen to you as a fellow human being and to hear your message loud and clear. It's all about standing out. And if you hear what I'm saying today, you're going to want to go to dreambizchat.com. Dreambizchat.com is for business owners and executives, decision makers that are in the self-reliance field. If you're relating with anything that I say today, go to dreambizchat.com and check out the video I have there. It's free. It's only 8.5 minutes long, and it'll give you an idea of whether a dream business transformation would be right for you or not. So let's talk about disarming. What's it take to disarm? And why are people armed to begin with? Let's start there. Most people are automatically suspicious, skeptical of anything that would require them to do anything differently than what they're currently doing. Whether that means paying out money, whether that means spending time somewhere, even me trying to get you to go to dreambizchat.com. If this is the first time you've heard of that, you're suspicious. What's it all about? What's in it for you? And why would I want to ever go there? That suspicion is constant, and it comes up right away, especially if people do not know you. Because if they don't know you, they don't like you, and they don't trust you for sure. It's just automatic. As you get a person to know you, you'll get them to like you, you'll get them to trust you, but that's a long road. And sometimes right off the bat, you're not going to have that. You may not have that with somebody watching you on an interview or listening to you on an interview. You're not going to have that when you're doing public speaking and you're speaking in front of an audience for the first time. They're not necessarily going to trust you right off the bat, although it does depend on the venue you're at, who introduced you, what they said about you, and so forth. But it's very difficult for that trust to transfer immediately. Oftentimes, people are going to be on guard. They're going to be armed against you, defensively against you, and whatever your message is, whatever you're wanting other people to do, whether that be a sales deal or otherwise, if you're wanting someone to do something differently than what they're doing, they're armed against you. So how do you disarm them? Well, I gave a clue yesterday. I was about to say last week, but it was only yesterday that I gave you a clue when I talked about the fact that it's really good to recognize the elephant in the room, especially if it's something obvious. I've got what appears to be a little bit of a black eye. My whole side of my face is a little swollen here. My arms are all marked up and swollen, and it's all from poison oak. And it's a little embarrassing to walk around with, especially if my arms are all pink from calamine lotion or what have you. And so I always try to acknowledge anything that's a little bit off about me. And this is something that I learned from Jim Camp. Jim Camp was a negotiator who trained negotiations. You can read some of his books. One of the books I really like from him is called Start With No. That's a good one to take a look at. And one of his concepts that he teaches is that it's okay to not be okay. And the purpose of this is, one, making yourself feel more comfortable and confident, but at the same time, disarming the prospect, disarming the person who he calls the adversary, disarming the person on the other side of any form of negotiation. And like I said, it doesn't matter whether you're doing public speaking, whether you're being interviewed, whatever the situation, if you're in front of somebody new and you're attempting to get a point across, it's in your best interest to disarm them. And I'm not saying use this for deep manipulation of any sort. I'm saying recognize something that's true about you that is, that they call it, damning evidence or what have you about yourself. Talk about something that doesn't feel right. Talk about something that's the elephant in the room. And if you do that, you kind of ease the whole feeling of the room. If you go into a room and you've got everything just right, and you're dressed just right, and you look just right, and you're fully shaved and everything else, the tension is always going to be high. People are always going to wait for that other shoe to drop. They're always going to wait. They're going to be, okay, why, they're going to feel inadequate. And if they feel inadequate, though, they're even more armed against your message. But as soon as you show yourself to be human, as soon as you allow yourself to just be seen as who you are and what you are, and allow yourself to show that you're not perfect, that you forgot to shave this morning or what have you, that you open up the lines of communication. You let they let their guard down, so to speak, and they're willing to listen to you a little more because you're willing to be real with them. And that ability to be comfortable puts forth a confidence. And that confidence comes through whether you're doing an advertising, whether you're doing a YouTube video like this. It shows that you're a real person and you're not looking to push one over on them, that you're just being real, that you're just being yourself. So, like I said, dreambizchat.com, if that makes sense to you, and see how you can work this into your current marketing and advertising. This one, you could see it as a tactic or a strategy, but it's a deep-seated principle that if you come off more confident in a way that is very comfortable and easygoing, that you're going to communicate your message better to your oncoming audience, whether they be a prospect or whether they be a person that you're just trying to get to do something that's better for them and their life. So hopefully that makes sense to you. I hope you have a great night. In the meantime, before we get back together again tomorrow, I want you to get out there and let the magic happen.